This video is brought to you by the National Association of Digital Scrapbookers and NAODS.com, your ultimate resource for Photoshop Elements training. You might want to take advantage of our free webinar being held this week by clicking on the link below once you've watched the video. Enjoy! Opening and closing photos is very simple. However, you do need to know where they are located, and that sometimes can be very frustrating for people. I know when I first started using the computer, I would save my photos somewhere, and I'm like, where did I save them? So just pay attention to where you are saving your photos. I usually store mine in a folder called Photos, and each of them are labeled something differently. So let me just kind of show you how I do that, just so you have an idea, and I'm sure you have your own system of how to save your photos and where to save them. I have a folder on my desktop called Michelle, and then inside that folder I have another folder called Photos. Okay, now I have a kind of a different system than most, maybe. I don't know, some people might do it the same way, but I like to name mine a year first, the year first, and then a little bit about what's inside that folder. So for instance, these are all my 2012 photos. So if I go to 2012, I say basketball Nuggets. That would be my son playing basketball for the team called Nuggets. So you could kind of name yours how you want, how you can remember them. This is 2012 Arizona. I try to keep them as simple as possible. And then 2012 third grade, and so on and so forth. Summertime, wedding, Jasper. We took a trip to Jasper, maybe when the Gartsites came out to visit, sand dune visit. You know, kind of label it so that you can find it pretty easily. And then so just to open up a photo, you would go into that folder, sorry, and then you see all these different names. Now you can rename them if you want to. If I did want to, I can just go ahead and click on the actual name itself. You might have to click twice, and then you would go ahead and name it whatever you want to. If I want to do Pumpkin 01, then I can do Pumpkin 01. Actually, I probably already named it that way. So do you want to rename? So let's go no, and let's do something different because I already named it another picture that pumpkin. Let's just do 25 because I know I didn't have 25, and now it's named Pumpkin 25. So what I normally do, and you all have a different system probably, is I'll download all my photos that I took that particular day into a folder, and in this case it's 2012, and then the camera names them something, which is fine with me. You can rename them once they're in there, but what I'll do is I'll pick out the top 5 or 6 photos that I really liked, and then I'll name them. And my naming system is pretty simple. I'll just do Pumpkin 01, Pumpkin 02, Pumpkin 03, 04, 5, and so on and so forth. So I only had 6 photos that I thought were really good that I kept. The other ones I do keep, but I don't rename them. Now I like to work really fast. I am anal when it comes to photos. However, I'm not so anal that I spend so much time trying to sort them, organize them, all that kind of stuff. I just don't have the time for it. So what I do, like I said, is pull all of the photos from my camera, pick the 5 or 6 or 7 top ones, and then go ahead and rename those top ones and only focus on those. That's the photos that I will do photo editing to, because obviously I'm not going to do it to every single photo that I take a picture of. I'd be insane. So I just pick the top 5 or 10 and then do my photo editing to them. Now opening a photo is as simple as this. You just click on it, you highlight it, and you click on the word open. That will open up that photo. Now if you wanted to open up more than one photo at a time, you can go to File and Open, and I can just highlight the ones I want to open. I can hold down my Control key or the Apple Control or Apple option on the Mac, and then you can pick the ones that you want to open. So I've got 3 of them here. These are the ones that are highlighted. Click on Open, and now all 3 of those have just opened. And notice that I can bounce back and forth between all the photos that I have open now. Now remember, I did not go back into the Edit Preferences and tell it that I can allow floating documents. So either way, I'm going to go ahead and allow it, and that way I can go like this and I can pull them apart. And I will show you why I like to do that in the future webinar or in the future videos. But if you want to close these, you just click on the little X in the upper right hand corner, and that will close out of those photos. So it's as simple as that. You just go to File and Open. If you want to open the recently edited file, you can go down to File, Open Recently Edited File, and then you'll have a list of the 10 that you just opened. Okay, so that's kind of cool too, because if you forgot which one you were working on, like yesterday or 2 days ago, then you can always go as that. You can go File, Open As. Let's just go ahead and open one of those. Could not complete your request because it is not a valid Photoshop document. Well, that was weird. Oh, it might have been a, let me see something here. File, Open As. Oh, okay, I see. It has to be a PSD, and we'll talk about that in the future. I'm kind of glad I stumbled on that. It has to be a PSD. This is not a JPEG right now, so it's going to give you that little X there. So if you do happen to get that, that's because you went into the wrong one. You went into File, Open As. We're just talking about File Open and File Open Recently Edited File. So those are the two areas that you want to go into. That's how you open and close a photo. Thanks for checking us out. You can always find us on Facebook at facebook.com/learnphotoediting, and be sure to come to our webinar this week. It is going to be free this week, so click on the link below to register. Hope to see you soon.